Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, so let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And we are here to talk about Wendy Williams. She's finally spoken out about her absence. She's finally spoken out about her show. She has only thing we need to know is that she has finally spoken out. We've been waiting to hear from her and see what she feels about this whole little situation that's been going on with her show. And I'm glad that she's finally spoken out about it, to be quite honest. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's really even though I don't really care for Wendy Williams like that because of her gossipy ass ways, I'm glad that she's spoken out because I really want to know where she's at and where her head is at with this whole situation. So I'm pretty much certain that this is going to be some good tea that we're going to be discussing real quick. But first off, before we get into anything, let's talk about what I got going on tonight. Now, what's coming up tonight? As you guys already know, yesterday your boy hit 30,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Okay. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even be here. Okay. And I gave y'all, I hit 30K during my live Yes for the Mess yesterday, as I was talking about Jocelyn and the Zeus Network and all that other good stuff. And yes, you guys pulled up for me, okay? Like, I got 30K right on that live, and it was very emotional for me because, like I said, I'm not even gonna take it there because I'm gonna wait till that video. So I'm going live tonight, and it'll be a couple of special guests. It won't be a lot of special guests because, like, it's a lot of people that do want to be there, but they won't be able to be there, like Jamie, Jay Lee, Bundy, Niecy. I do want them there, but they will be doing the ladies first panel while I'm live, so I won't be able to have them there. But I'm probably still gonna send them the link anyway, just in case they are done with the live by the time my live starts. So I'm still gonna send them the link anyway. I'm still gonna try to get them to come up here. But if they can, I definitely understand that. But yeah, so be sure to tune in to my 30K subscriber live. Okay, it will be at 10:35 p.m. Eastern time, 9:35 p.m. Central time. That's 10:35 Eastern time, 9:35 Central. Okay. So I hope to see you guys there. Okay, I still like I said, it's such short notice, and I know everybody won't be able to do it, but still, I'm still gonna extend an invite to everybody. Okay, I'm still gonna extend an invite to everyone available. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into today's mess. Okay, let's get into some more mess because you already got a yes for the mess earlier today. So we're gonna get into some more mess today. Now, apparently, Soulja Boy has decided to step into the chat room and speak on behalf of Kanye West in regards to Pete Davidson. Now, it seems like everybody has an opinion about this Kanye West situation, me included. And even though I got an opinion about it, your boy is tired of talking about it. But everybody got something to say about this situation. So with that being said, Soulja Boy decides that he gonna threaten Pete Davidson for telling Kanye West that he's in bed with his wife. I don't know what the hell that got to do with him because at the end of the day, Pete Davidson is in bed with his wife. So is that a lie? Oh, okay. So with that being said, let's get into the article from the JasmineBrand.com as well as the audio from the Neighborhood Talk. Okay. So let's get into it. Hold on, you guys. Soulja Boy don't look half bad on that picture, by the way, from the neck down. Anyway, he may not have been first, but Soulja Boy has entered the chat. The rapper and entrepreneur took to Instagram Live on Thursday, March the 17th, to let Kim Kardashian's boyfriend Pete Davidson know that he needs to watch his mouth when talking to Kanye West. Okay, so what I'm about to do right now is go ahead and play this audio where he tells Pete Davidson that he don't need to fuck with Kanye, pretty much. So let's get into it. I got screen recorded it, and this should be it right here. Yeah, that's it right here. So here we go, y'all.
You better watch your motherfucking mouth. I do not like how you talking to Kanye. Can't nobody talk to Kanye like that but me. What the fuck you mean you laying up in the bed with his wife? He could pull up and do this and that. But stop playing before we come and mush up. What is wrong with you? You talk to Kanye like you. Pete Davidson, PSA. Watch your mouth when you talking to Kanye like that. I don't know who you think you is, but you're not Big Draco. Do not talk to Kanye like that no more. Or you gonna have me on your. You talking about I'm in the bed with your wife. Boy, do not talk to Ye like that. Can't nobody talk to Ye like that but me. Goddamn Kim Kardashian got you feeling yourself a little bit too much. We got to bring you back to reality, Skeet, before we got to come skeet yo on. Oh.
Bye, Queen. Anyway, let's continue on with the story. So, as previously reported, Pete Davidson previously reached out to Kanye via text message to defend Kim Kardashian, calling her the best mother I've ever met. He also let Kanye West know that he was done being a bigger person and being attacked online. Pete Davidson reportedly said, "You have no idea how nice I've been to you despite your actions towards me. I've had your back even though you treat me like shit because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the past 6 months, I'm gonna stop being nice." Kim Kardashian and Davidson, who stars on Saturday Night Live, made their romance Instagram official um on March the 11th. The couple first became romantically linked in October 2021, shortly after she announced her separation from West. When they were spotted holding hands during a roller coaster ride at Knott's Scary Farm in Buena Park, California. Okay. Soulja Boy coming to West's defense is definitely a turn of events, as he previously trolled the All Falls Down rapper for losing his wife to Davidson. Soulja Boy's ill feelings at the time were likely due to the fact that he was left off of West's 2021 album Donda. West made things right for the sequel with Soulja Boy, thanking him for pushing him on Donda 2 per Hot New Hip Hop. Bye, Queen, because you want some attention. Bye, Queen, because you want some attention. Bye, Queen, because you want some attention. That's all you want in this situation. You just want some attention right now. And that's okay. That's okay. You want some attention right now. It's okay. You're not on nobody's show right now. You ain't got no music out right now. So, of course, you want a little bit of attention. So, if that's what you want, that's okay. But, boy, go somewhere and sit down, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. You trying to take up for Kanye West due to the fact that due to what he said to him about laying over with his wife. At the end of the day, he is laying over with his wife. That's a known fact. So that's not no shot being taken. It's the fucking truth. He is laying over with his wife. Number two, Kanye been attacking that dude and ridiculing that dude and coming at that dude crazy for I don't know how long at this point. And you ain't said shit then, but now that he decided to bust back on Kanye West, the big ass bully, now you want to sit up here and have something to say about it. Soulja Boy, don't tell him nothing. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Go somewhere and sit down. You're trying to defend Kanye West. Can you defend any woman that you date like that? The way you were sitting up here treating Nia Riley like shit, and you want to tell him what he need to do as far as a woman is concerned? Boy, go somewhere and sit your ass down, Queen. Bye, Queen. Bye, Queen, because you want some fucking attention. Kanye don't need your defense. What he needs is a mental evaluation. That's what the fuck he needs. He don't need Soulja Boy not tell him to say anything in regards to him. He don't need him saying nothing. We don't need you saying nothing. Go somewhere and sit down, boy. Seriously. Go somewhere and sit the fuck down, because don't nobody want you, don't nobody need you, okay? Period. Period. Don't nobody give a damn. Period. So go somewhere and sit your ass down. Go somewhere and sit your ass down, because don't nobody got time for that bullshit. No one got time for it. Like, you want to sit up here and have something to say, gonna tell Pete Davidson that you gonna do this and you gonna do that. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you talking about. Because I definitely don't give a damn about what you're talking about, Soulja Boy. So, boy, just shut the fuck up. Like, because, boy, you ain't no thug, man. Shut up. Don't nobody care about what you're talking about, Soulja Boy. You always running your big ass mouth all the time. Like, you are, I don't know who's more annoying between you and Bow Wow. You and Bow Wow are two of the most annoying ass rappers that I've ever laid eyes on in my life. And while you at it, Soulja Boy, admit that you're from Mississippi. Stop saying that you're from somewhere else, because you're really from Batesville, Mississippi. That's up north. That's like 2 hours away from me. Like let the truth feeling be said. You from Mississippi, and you make us look bad every time you open your fucking mouth. Shut the hell up, shit. So yeah, get the fuck on out of here. Anyway, next up in this whole Kanye West debacle, because this is another Kanye West debacle right here. We got not Stevie J, we got Steve Harvey. Now Steve Harvey decides that he gonna take DL Hughley's side in this ongoing feud against Kanye West, and he basically tells Kanye West that this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. So this also comes from the jazzandbrand.com, and we gonna get right on into it because now Stevie, not why I keep on calling that man Stevie J. I know that's a very much sort of an insult to Steve Harvey. But Steve Harvey walked into the chat too with a couple of things to say as well. So let's get into what he had to say. So it's safe to say that Steve Harvey is riding for his friends no matter what. The ongoing drama between DL Hughley, age 59, and Kanye West, age 44, just got a little bit interesting. Now, entertainer Steve Harvey, age 65, weighed in on the problems brewing between the two men during an episode of his radio show. Child, Steve Harvey just 65. Child, Steve Harvey been 65 all my damn life, child. But anyway, while on air, Steve Harvey let it be known that if the dispute got physical, his money is on his fellow comedian friend DL Hughley. He said, "Look now, man, come on, dog, pull up, man. It ain't what you want. If you get to scrapping, all my cash on DL." He added, "We from an ass whooping era, and DL ain't your problem. Go out there against that. Don't go out there against that man's family." As previously reported, the drama between DL Hughley and Kanye West started after the Hughleys actor shared his opinion on Kanye's antics towards Kim Kardashian, who was age 41, following their separation isn't okay. During an interview with DJ Vlad, DL said, "Kanye is stalking Kim, and you can think it's cute, and if it was my daughter, I'd do something about it. I don't think it's funny. I think that you can't write a beat so good that you get to do these things." Since then, the two entertainers have been going back and forth with each other online. Kanye has even threatened to have DL physically hurt in a now deleted IG post. He wrote, "DL Hughley is a pawn. Yeah, I know a king is not supposed to address a pawn, but I address everything and I find addresses DL. So don't speak on me or my children. I can afford to hurt you." However, DL doesn't seem too bothered by the threat. He since responded to Kanye in a series of tweets saying, "Kanye, do you know how horrible you got to be to make a Kardashian date a white man? Team DL. Yay, is at it again, huh? Well, at least I wasn't crying on the phone about how big Pete's Peter is. If you want her back instead of acting up, why don't you try doing some dick ups? Team DL." He addressed the moon rapper on his radio show as well. Let me see. I think we got it right here. Yeah, we do. If the Jasmine brand ain't deleted it. Hold on, you guys. Try to let it.
All right, that was a Method Man and Mary J. Blige. How dare Kanye talk about the way I dress? I'm dope. Are you crazy? Are you look? Do you see him? You see me with that big ass sweatshirt on and them short with like as big as he is talking about the way I dress? Now we know all them voices have room. That's crazy. Here's the thing that I find ironic. He's arguing with me about a woman neither one of us have. Yeah, look, I don't know if, as Kanye says, that God doesn't love me. I've often asked that question myself, but I do know this: that if you have such a connection to God and you're such a conduit to Him, that you can summarily have Him omit His grace from me, then that wouldn't be a God. That would be a hitman. I don't know if my family, as you say, doesn't love me. I've asked that question before too, but I do know that I can go home without somebody calling the police. You say I'm broke, but I know that you're broken. You say I'm a has-been, but I know you never have been happy. This is an incarnation of the same guy that we see all the time. But you know and I know that it is the empty wagon that makes all the noise. All of the threats, all of the complaints, all of the curious things you do. Like interestingly, you said, well, we'll probably end up being friends after I can explain your joke. Well, you can explain my jokes. How come you can't explain your behavior? You are acting in a way that I have said and say over again is dangerous. And every day it is teaching young boys and young girls that this is appropriate. Every day we hear a story about some dude that picked up a gun and shot some girl or hurt some girl or did something because they think it's appropriate. It is not. It is not okay. If you, as you say, we're going to be friends one day, you could never be my friend acting this way. It is inappropriate and it is dangerous and it's scary. And there are people, and if people really love you, all these people who say who'll kill for you, if they'll peel a cat from you, how come they won't push one down, twist it up, and get your medication out? They won't do that? You have managed to grow bigger than mostly any star ever has, and smaller as a man at the same time. All of the you're fighting Trevor Noah, you're fighting magazines. What you want is something you're not getting back. And if it's the God that you believe in, if that God you serve and always are talking about, maybe this is your trial. Even Jesus was in the wilderness for 40 days. Maybe Job had trials, but it's the way you handle it. You get to act stark raving mad, and your cult pretends like it's okay, and it is not. You can deride anybody you want. I tell you this. I'm a man who can say honestly that I'm the man now that the little boy I was always wanted to be. Can you? Can you say that? All of your money, all of your power, all of your fame, does it satiate you? Pete don't got a lot of money. Look where he is. The truth of the matter is, as big as you are, as small as you're acting. You've decided to make this a spectacle for your own benefit. And there's nothing godlike in that at all. You've decided that you want what you want at all costs, and you rend and you tear to get it. And the whole time people enable you by telling you, oh, it's just him. Or it's just... So the truth of the matter is, if a woman were acting just like you, they would already be in a conservatorship. Ask Britney Spears. Ask Wendy Williams. People abide you, and it's dangerous. It's setting a dangerous precedent. If you can talk those people into wearing them stupid ass Yeezys you wear, you can talk them into hurting somebody. You're a person people look up to, and you've decided to act like this all the while you are extolling the virtues of God. What God? What is there God like about that? You don't want. Oh, you're a pawn for the left. It wasn't me who said that black people slavery was a choice. I'm a pawn for the left. It wasn't me that said Harriet Tubman didn't free nobody. She just said on the white word for the white man. It wasn't me that wore Trump from Donald hat from Donald Trump, one of the most racist, vile people ever. It was you. You have a lot of fans and a lot of people that buy that. I will not. The fact that you would give my address out to people, and I'm getting threats to this day, is unconscionable, and I do not forgive it. Man to man, I don't fear any man on the face of the earth, especially you. If I had a problem with you, I would never say I'm going to send my goons. It would be me that saw you. You're small, and you're acting smaller, and you're diminishing whatever legacy you have in front of our very eyes. Look, Kanye, if Jesus can walk, you can too. Of course, it'd be harder with those I know what you did last summer boots on. That's a little note from the GED section. We got a jazz report coming up in 15 minutes.
Well, all right. All I can say is that was a read. And I don't even know if DL even knows what the hell a read is, but that's what the fuck that was. That was a damn read. DL read the hell out of him. It took everything up out of me to be quiet. It took everything out of me to be quiet back here. Because I'm trying to be more professional with my shit now. So it took everything up out of me to be quiet, because it's like, child, it's just like, it's crazy to me. So, but he ain't doing nothing but telling the truth, because people really do think that this stuff is cute, and it ain't cute. It ain't cute at all. And it's just like, I've seen people like Hamburger Akbar get on social media saying that this shit is cute, and all he wants is his family back and all this other stuff, but he didn't think about his family when he was doing some other BS. So he can miss me with it. So yeah, I definitely agree with everything DL said. Not Stevie J. I keep on calling that man Stevie J. Steve Harvey can stay out of it though. The same way Soulja Boy can stay the hell up out of it, Steve can stay out of it. DL is well equipped to handle himself. After the way he just read the hell out of him right then, he is well equipped to handle his damn self. But Kanye needs some help. Talking about being friends. Y'all can't be friends after you done gave out his damn address. The hell? What are you talking about? So anyway, we're gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna move into America's most homophobic, and that is Lil Boosie. Okay, that is Lil Boosie. Now Lil Boosie is back in the news for doing some more ridiculous ass shit. And basically he had his teen son examining a woman's uh special place, a woman's softest place on earth, basically. So I got two articles here because he definitely addressed the backlash that he got. So I got two articles here from Hip Hop DX, which both explains the original situation, and it explains what he said today, which the neighborhood talk caught, and I got the audio from them. So the first article from Hip Hop DX basically states that the Wipe Me Down rapper hosted an event called Boosie Gone Bad on Wednesday night, and broadcast the shenanigans on IG Live. Boosie promised the night would be out of control and full of uncut nonsense, and he definitely wasn't lying. An explicit footage making the rounds on Twitter, the Baton Rouge native is seen examining the lady parts of a half-naked woman with a magnifying glass while encouraging his 18-year-old son, Torrance Hatch Jr., to get a good look for himself. The participants strip off and expose their genitals as Boosie and his son studied the anatomy up close, with one woman lying on her back, spreading her legs wide open. Look at the PUSSY, son. Boosie turns his teenage son. Look at that pearl. Her fucking turtle head is sticking out. The footage was met with swift backlash on social media, with many viewers calling Boosie badass parenting and questioning. Why are y'all laughing and egging Boosie on? His actions are absolutely not funny, never have been, and never will be, one user wrote. They're deplorable, degrading, and disgusting, and I really want him off these social media platforms examined for his behavior. Another chimed in, I'd be concerned for undue influence on children in the presence of Lil Boosie than the gay agenda, referencing the rapper's outspoken views on the LGBT figures such as Lil Nas X. Boosie Badass is no stranger to X-rated controversy. In 2021, he sparked outrage for bragging about getting a grown woman to perform oral sex on his underage son and nephews. I'm training these boys right, he said in the interview. In the Instagram video. Ask any of my nephews, ask any of them, ask my son when they were 12 and 13, they got head. That's how it's supposed to be. Hell yeah, I got my effing son's DICK suck. You fucking right. He continued, yes, it was a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown checked his ass out. Check all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out. I know what the F she did to them. She checked out on that bitch. I'm getting them prepared, man. Boosie Badass has hinted at hosting more Boosie Gone Bad events in the future, unless Instagram shuts him down again, of course. So that was the first article that got it started. So now Boosie Badass has addressed the backlash over Instagram. So Boosie Badass has a long history of posting explicit content to his Instagram account. In fact, his X-rated post has led him to getting kicked off of social media platforms for numerous occasions. But on Wednesday night, on March the 16th, Boosie took things to a whole nother level when he went on Instagram Live with a half-naked woman as she spread her legs open so he and his 18-year-old son could examine her vajayjay with a magnifying glass. Unsurprisingly, the video received a healthy dose of backlash, with many wondering what was simply on Boosie's brain. Of course, it didn't take long for Boosie to address the criticism in another Instagram video. On Thursday, March 17th, the Baton Rouge native defended himself while posing a question for his critics. Talking about me and my son. Okay, so let me go ahead and play this for y'all real quick, because I got it. So here we go.
Talking about me and my son. See, what they do is y'all flip the narrative and always try to make it fucked up. But if an 18-year-old man looking at some pussy is wrong, what is right for him to look at? An 18-year-old man looking at, if this is so wrong, him looking at some cat, what is it right for him to look at?
And that was the Hip Hop DX article in regards to Lil Boosie and his bad parenting. Now, this is what I got to say, because I'm not going to stay on Boosie for too long. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk about him so I can read him down for a second. Boosie Badass is a Boosie Badass parent, basically. Okay, now, here's the thing. The reason why people always give you so much heat about what you do with your son is because you always speaking on somebody else's parenting. You always talking about somebody else and how they raise their kid. You had a whole lot of shit to say about Dwayne Wade and how he decided to handle the fact that Zaya said that she feels like she's a girl, and you had an issue with that, and you spoke about it on every fucking platform that allowed you to speak on it. You had so much to say about that, about another man and how he's raising his child, but yet you mad because people got something to say about you doing that with your 18-year-old son. Now let's be clear. The boy is 18. He's legal. But we don't really care about that. What we really care about is the fact that you want to act like you are an ideal parent because your children ain't gay or whatever you think they not. You think that you're the ideal parent, that you could tell somebody else how they supposed to raise their fucking kids. But you sitting up here doing shit like this. You sitting up here letting a woman give your sons fellatio at the ages of 12 and 13 and your nephews, and then you get on social media and you brag about it. Talking about it's the same woman that gave you fellatio. Like, what type of stuff is that? You call that good parent? You call that good parenting by forcing it on your child. But it's not okay for a parent to accept their child for who the fuck they are. You are one of those toxic ass people that got the toxic ass masculinity that's always promoted and is always supposed to be subjected to be right all the time. That's why I don't like Boosie. He always running his mouth about something when he needs to shut the fuck up. Just like he did with that whole Lil Nas X situation. The boy wasn't bothering him, but he had so much to fucking say about what he's doing. What it got to do with you? He ain't trying to fuck with you. So what you talking about? You the one who get on Instagram Live talking about your time in jail and how you watched another man get smashed in front of you. You the one who was describing how the man was riding the other man. You the one who was talking about it. Were you traumatized by seeing it, or did you really like it and you don't want to say it in front of folks? Because that's what it's coming across to me as. You are a homophobe, and that's just what it is. But then you get on that, you know, that Karen stuff when they get called out as racist, and when they be like, "Oh, I'm not racist. I have black friends." What you did was, how am I homophobic? I got gay assistants. I got gay this. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck about what you got? Don't nobody care. Fuck out of here. Don't nobody give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Don't nobody really give a fuck. So fuck you and what you got going on. We said what we said about you and your fucking son. You got so much to say about everybody else. Talking about it's the narrative that they put out there. It ain't no damn narrative. It's just what it is. So fuck you, Lil Boosie. I'm sick of talking about you. Anyway, let's go to the last story, and the story that y'all really came here for, and that's Wendy Williams. Now, we already know that they've been saying that Wendy Williams' show was canceled and Sherry Shepherd getting her own show. They've been saying that the Real Thing got canceled and all types of stuff. So now Wendy Williams finally speaks out, and she says that she's returning back to her show bigger and better than ever. And I got some audio, and I got an article from the jasminebrand.com. So we're going to get into this, and then we're going to get on up out of here because I got to go and record who was wrong with one of your favorites. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, Wendy Williams is finally breaking her silence and speaking about her personal issues. Now, popular media personality Wendy Williams, age 57, has been in the center of a lot of concerning headlines over the past few months. The 57-year-old entertainer is facing some reported health problems that have unfortunately kept her away from hosting the 13th season of the Wendy Williams show. In her absence, a lot of celebrity guests have stepped in to help host the series. It was ultimately announced that the show would end soon, and Sherry Shepherd will be replacing the time slot with her own talk show, which is set to premiere in the fall. Wendy Williams hasn't said much surrounding her personal life. However, during a recent phone call interview, she finally broke her silence and touched on her show, her health, and more. Wendy shared that despite what many may think, she is absolutely of sound mind. She continued and addressed why certain people have been trying to paint a different picture. She said, when people want control of their accounts, they say anything, including something crazy like that about me. She then let the world know that she feels great. My health is very well. I've actually had a few appointments, you know. I'm 57 and the mind and body of a 25-year-old. Wendy also spoke directly to her fans and let them know that regardless of what the news has said, she still plans on returning to a talk show. Okay, so I'm gonna play that real quick, and then we're gonna continue on with this article, and then we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna get up out of here. So let me go ahead to this video real quick so I can play that for y'all, and then we're gonna be up out of here. So here we go.
How close are you now, would you say, to being able to being comfortable enough to start working again?
I'm very comfortable. You know, my partners with the show, everybody's ready.
You're telling me at this moment you are prepared physically and mentally. You could go back to work and start hosting a show as early as tomorrow. You feel fit enough to do so?
Well, give me about 3 months. There are private things that I have to deal with, and then I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing.
I'm on fire. Let's go.
Before we ended our chat, the self-proclaimed queen of all media wanted to speak directly to her fans.
This is what I would love to say to my Wendy watchers. Keep watching, because I'm going to be back on the Wendy show bigger and brighter than ever.
Okay. So back to the article at hand. In addition to that, Wendy touched on her legal battle against Wells Fargo. As previously reported earlier this year, news broke that Wendy's banking accounts had been frozen against her will by Wells Fargo. The accounts, which reportedly contained millions of dollars, were locked by the bank due to suspicion that the talk show host is suffering from financial exploitation, dementia, and undue influence. Last month, it was reported that Wendy's case against Wells Fargo was sealed, which means all relevant documents within the case will remain closed to the public and require a court order for access. While discussing her financial situation, Wendy said, "They said that I need somebody to handle my account, and I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all my money. I've worked very hard for my entire life. I don't lie, I don't steal, I don't cheat, and I am an honest, hardworking person." She continued and shared why she thinks her accounts were frozen and the bank is requesting she secure a conservatorship. "I wanted to spend more time with my family, working out and waiting for responses to my money situation in Wells Fargo, and they don't like that." So that's pretty much it. So that's all we got with Wendy Williams, child. And it looks to me like she's doing much better. She's ready to get on back out there, and she's down with it. You know what I mean? And I think that was pretty nice to see her back on her thug thizzle and trying to get her strength back and get back on the show. So we just might be seeing Wendy Williams before it's all over with. You know what I'm saying? But with this whole Sherry Shepherd thing, I'm just trying to figure out what's really going on here. Like, is Sherry Shepherd going to continue on with her own show? Is Wendy still going to have her show? Is she going to move on to another network? We really don't know what's going on here, but hopefully we find out what the truth really is. But she came down and said she could be back in 3 months, but won't the season be open in 3 months, child? I don't know, but we'll see. So I hope you Wendy Williams fans are elated to hear that. So before we get up out of here, let's get into some promotions for what's to come on Scotty by Nature TV. The Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back on May the 2nd, and we will be covering the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives. It will be myself, Josiah, Terrence, Sakina, Really BTV, and Brandy. We will be back for another helping of the Whether You Like It or Not panel. The influence with me and Reggie will be talking about nothing but black music and black music only, and we will be having some special guests, mostly our childhood friends as well as TTB and probably LaRon TV if I could ever get a hold of him, child. Hopefully he can join us. Also, who was wrong? Okay, that's what I gotta go film right after I'm done filming this video, because I filmed who was wrong with one of your faves yesterday, and now I'm filming who was wrong with one of your other faves today, and I'll be filming with another one of your faves tomorrow. It's probably Sunday as well. I'll be filming who was wrong for the next few days, and like I said, it will be out in April, so be on the lookout for it. Boys Night Out will be coming back next week, okay, for a brand new episode, an official episode. We probably gonna touch on a lot of topics that went down since we've been out, okay? And I know y'all want to see that, child, so be on the lookout for it. We will be back, and we'll be finishing out our second season and taking a hiatus soon, and we'll be back for our third. And also, last but not least, Roasted Review will be back on my channel next week. Josiah already let us know that he probably won't be able to host it next week, but it will be back on my channel this week. Well, next week, I'm sorry. We will be covering Candy and the Gang as well as Love and Marriage Huntsville, so be on the lookout for that. Now, with that being said, you guys, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, click the notification bell so you can be notified when the video drops. If you want to follow me on social media, please follow me on Twitter and IG. My Twitter and my IG will be down below in the description box as well. And if you want me to follow you back on Instagram, because that's where I follow people at the most, because that's where I'm always at, be sure to hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag message Team Scotty, and your boy would definitely follow you guys back. Make sure y'all tune in tonight to my 30K subscriber live. We will be celebrating my 30K for about an hour. I'm going to try to invite as many people as I can so they can pop up for about a minute or two, however long they want to. And that's pretty much the gist of that situation. So with that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I will holler at you guys later. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, y'all.